we are going to do a little bluesy guy here. We're going to figure out how to use that flat 5, which is found in the blues scale, in some different positions than you might normally be used to playing it in. Anyway, I am Finbar of Finbar Bass. All right, so if you haven't clicked on the link right down there in the YouTube text box, one of those links is going to bring you to some lessons that aren't on YouTube at all. You can only get it by clicking that link right down there. There's a beginner lesson, a intermediate lesson, advanced lesson, so somebody for everybody. So if you haven't clicked on that, click on that. Also down there is a link that'll send you over to my Epic Beginner Bass DVD set that I'm really excited about. That's all complete. It's up there. It's good. So if you're very much a beginner on the bass, you're gonna love it. If you've been playing for a while, there's some great stuff in there for you too. So definitely check those out. All right. So many of us are used to the blues scale. Right? Just like the pentatonic scale, and you add that flat 5 in there, right? So just a quick reminder, why is that the flat 5? Why is it called that? So let's say if we're playing in A here, that's the A major scale. Everything is based on the major scale, right? So if I called out the intervals, that would be 1, right? That's the root. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you flat that 5th right there, that's why it's called a flat 5, right? So now we have, say if we're playing a pentatonic scale, right? And if we want to add the flat 5, which will make this the blues scale, that is the flat 5. And many of us are very familiar with that because we're always doing these kind of figures right here. Right? But we don't want to neglect the fact that if you have a flat 5 here in this scale, in your typical pentatonic scale, you're also going to have that flat 5 here. Because these are octaves, right? So let's not neglect that, and something that guitar players often do, you'll see this lick a lot. So remember, this is the scale, right? With the flat 5, here's the flat 5 right here. Flat 5 is also going to be here. What you're going to do is you're going to make this movement, right? Because that's the octave, so that's the root. So when you're going up this scale, right? And all you're doing is you're basically sliding into that flat 5 right there. And then you're coming back down, just basically right back down the scale to the octave right there, to the root. Just like that. So like I said, you don't want to always just play that 5. There's a sweet flat 5 right there too. And don't be afraid of bending. That's not the domain only of guitar players. When you're playing, bass too, if you're soloing or whatever you're doing, you can also bend that note if you want. You could, if that's not comfortable for you, it sounds awesome to slide it too, but it sounds nice to bend it. And when you bend notes, especially on the bass, you don't really want to get there just by bending with one finger, right? Put as many fingers as you can on the string and then bend it. And the way to figure out and to get some ear memory in there, as I like to call it, is play the note that you're trying to bend up to, right? So like here, we're trying to bend up 1/2 step. We're going from this note to that note, the flat 5. So play that. And then when you bend, you'll be able to see exactly where you're supposed to bend that note to. And don't forget, after you come down from a bend, it's okay to play that note again. just like that. And that's where it is in the first version. So the second position of the pentatonic is going to look like this. I should just play it straight. And that's the root right there. That's why I keep hanging on that note, because, you know, as bass players, we should always know where that root is, but it's nice to know where the flat 5 is too. So if you're here, you know, it's kind of easy to figure that out, but if you're in here, that's where you can get back to the root and you can hit the flat 5 right there. So you got... Right? So a lot of times what I like to do is you can hammer onto it. Just very convenient when your hand is in this position. That would be the flat 5 right there. And always know where that root is as well. Anyway, don't forget, click down there if you want to check out my right over to Amazon, my Epic Beginner Bass DVD set. You can get that. It's really awesome if you are a beginner, never picked up the bass before, if you've been playing for a while too. So go over there, check out the old reviews on Amazon. Other than that, you could always click down there, get some free video lessons that aren't on YouTube. Those are pretty cool. Subscribe, Finbar Bass. It's usually right up there, and then you'll know when all these are coming out. There's almost 300 videos on my channel right now and growing, so check it out and have fun with that, yo.